of Master Chef Cornwall, or Cornish Master Chef as they prefer me to call it. I'd like you first of all to welcome on stage the organiser, the person who thought this all up, and that's Ben Stevens. Now Ben has been a chef, and now you go around advising people on how to keep their restaurants going.
Yeah, pretty much trying to improve standards for small businesses and give them a real competitive advantage in a really competitive market.
So what got you into being a chef?
Just the staff error, basically. They were short in the kitchen one day, I stepped in, and I'm like...
It's lovely, it's a really nice dish, and I think, 5 out of 10 is quite hard marking, but I think we're going to be looking at 7s and 8s, and to get to a 10 I think is going to be absolute perfection.
What brought up the idea of Cornish Master Chef?
Actually, it was a conversation with a few of the chefs that we've been working with the Cornwall Chefs Club and some of my clients, and we thought that there's an awful lot of demonstrations and an awful lot of competitions about head chefs and how great the head chefs are. But in Cornwall we've got a massive food industry, and we thought it'd be really nice to showcase some of the up-and-coming talent, and give them an opportunity to show what they've got to offer and learn a few extra experiences so that they can actually build their careers and build their profiles.
We do have fantastic food now in Cornwall, as I said, compared to the 70s and 80s. But when we were talking before, you said that's the top, that down below we still need to improve.
I think from an industry basis, yes, the 10% of the restaurants that you hear about are probably the peak of the food industry down here. There's a huge amount of restaurants, cafes, coffee shops, small local independents who are doing a really good job of striving to do better, and they're really starting to come through the ranks.
Okay, and it's £1,000 first prize?
£1,000 first prize, and a slate trophy as well, which we'll show you at the end, up for grabs for the first prize. Yeah.
The idea is presumably to keep it going year on year, not just 1 year, but we're not actually doing any of the competition today. Why is that?
This was really an opportunity to kind of show the public what we're planning on doing, but also we're filming this, Cornwall Channel TV are going to be broadcasting snippets of each round as we go along, and this is an opportunity to give some of the guys a taster of what Michelin star food and Rosette standard food they should be kind of achieving.
We'll look forward certainly to that. Let's welcome now a man who's going to be one of the judges. There's going to be a number of different judges. He's a man well known in Falmouth. He's the head chef at the Green Bank, and that's Steve Marsh.
Hi there.
Steve, how long have you been chefing?
Chefing for, I suppose, 15 years, yeah, absolutely.
What do you think of the quality now in Cornwall these days?
The quality is really, really high. We're really lucky. We've got lots of really good chefs down in Cornwall. There's some amazing restaurants and some really, really good places to go out and eat. So yeah, it's very high.
Now, I watch Master Chef. I'm sure many of us watch Master Chef, and I never can understand how do you choose between one dish which is completely different to another dish?
I think it's all about the way that the dish is being put together, and the flavours, the textures, the presentation, and all those sorts of things. And we'll go through a little bit more of that later on. But yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well that's fantastic. Now, we're going to find out what type of cooking they're going to be expected to produce. And so now, a place where I go and eat sometime, Laguna's Head, fantastic place, and the head chef there is Bruce Rennie. Cool. So Bruce, you're going to be judging as well.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a good dish? Is it how it looks, how it smells, how it tastes, altogether what?
Obviously a bit of everything, but primarily flavour. Taste first, that's the first point. Then it's all the small aspects, where they're sourcing the ingredients, intelligent thought about the ingredients and where they've come from, and the appropriateness to the dish. It doesn't need to be complicated or complex, but everything has to play a part in the dish. That's why I'm doing something today.
Okay, well we've got two chefs here. Have you ever entered a competition?
No.
Why not?
It's not something I've ever really gone in for myself, so no, I've just sort of stayed behind the stoves and let that do the talking, to be fair.
What about you?
No, I didn't actually. We set up a few up north, but I spent most of my time training and working too hard to actually get out of the kitchen.
But do you think they really work? A competition, does it improve a chef? I mean, you watch Master Chef, they're sometimes not very good at the start, by the end they can open their own restaurant. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gives them something to aspire to, in addition to they're going to see today from Bruce. It's going to show them a different level maybe that they're used to, or style or presentation, and I think competitions for that are really good.